Hello and welcome to a new episode of Corey and Kevin Talk About Nothing. If you're tuning in for the first time,
I'm Corey.
I'm Kevin, and on this show we talk about a vast sea of subjects, not just nothing.
But you have to hashtag embrace the nothing, though. You know
Oh yeah,
what I
you
mean?
definitely want to hashtag embrace the nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got to start that. So before we get started, though, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button to make sure you get notifications when we drop new episodes.
When do we get new episodes?
Every Mondays and Thursdays.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah, absolutely. So do that, and if you have any comments, any suggestions, any emails, anything like that, you can tweet us at CoreyKevin1. You can shoot us an email at cktalkaboutnothing@gmail.com. The links will be in the description below.
Yeah.
So anything like that. I mean, just let us know. We're down.
Yeah.
We'll read them. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, you want us to read a story on the podcast? I don't know. Yeah. Anything. I don't care.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. So we're in September now.
We are. It's crazy, actually. That
sweet summer air is now starting to get a little less. Although it's pretty humid today.
It was, yeah. Yes, it was. I concur.
Yeah. Yesterday too. And
yeah.
But you could tell at night
absolutely.
It's dropping a bit, and you can tell summer is on its last legs.
Absolutely.
Man.
I'm an AC guy.
Okay.
But my window and my door has been opened the past couple evenings because I know it's so nice. I mean, just sitting here on my couch with the door slightly open, just letting that natural breeze in, while doing whatever I'm, playing video games or watching something, like that. Those things are huge,
Yeah, it's crazy. Growing up, we were not an AC household. We were windows, cross breezes, and
me too.
I never thought anything of it. When I would go into somebody's house with AC, I'm freezing. Like, I don't, I'm like, this is awful. Why would you ever want to live like that? And then once I started living with Jessica, though, because she's an AC baby, so she's got to have that AC on. If it's humid out or anything like that, it's over. So the AC's on, and especially with having a baby, we want to make sure our room's temperature controlled and everything. But we were over at my mother-in-law's house, and they had the windows open, and I was just catching that summer breeze coming through the windows, and man, it took me back to my childhood of just having my bedroom window open and look. Oh my God, it was It was like one of those jaw-dropping moments. Like, I remember a time.
Yeah, I think is that when you start getting old? Is that what happens?
Yeah,
I did the same thing. I mean, it was something different, but I did the same thing. I'm like, man, I can't. It's astonishing.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I mean, it was such a joy to like smell that summer air and everything. And I was just oh my God. And we are not blessed with good windows here. We have some windows that are missing the screen. We have some
They're
windows
breathable.
Just let all the insects in. You open the windows like, hey, I'm a burglar, but it looks like I don't even need to break into this place. Let's just come on in,
Yep, that's true. That is true.
But our windows are those crank windows, and
they're
they're super old, but it's just not as fun to have those open versus your traditional like slide up or slide, and it's hard to get that summer breeze in here. But oh man, we have fallen asleep around this time of year, especially in end of September, and it starts getting real cool then. But you start sleeping with that window open, and it feels so good.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So different than just having AC,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's funny.
It's a modern marvel, and it's amazing. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
But it's a different life, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Well, see, because me growing up, when I was living with my mom, no AC. We had no AC.
Yep.
When I moved in with my father, he is he wants it to be 67, 66 degree kind of day. So every time you walk in there, so when so I moved in with him, I had to actually learn to just to adjust to that to a certain degree. Because it's my house.
It is an adjustment to go from a window cooled home to that. Yeah.
But then the worst part of that was, so when I moved into my first, like moving out of my father's house into my first, apartment. I was actually my brother. I moved with my brother. We didn't have AC. So that transition was absolutely. I mean, it was like, why would I do this? I want to, get one for my window as soon as possible to put in the window because they just didn't have central. So
I got
there's certain window ones, you know what I mean? So everybody would just hang out in the living room, or everybody would, then it's, then when they went to bed, they had one in their room because it was, they're the biggest room. So it was like different things. And then so when I did mine, when I moved in over there, I mean, it took me about 2 months, but I found me a window AC unit and did that. But it was middle of the summer. My birthday's middle of summer, so that's when I turned 18 to be able to move out. So that's what I did. So I graduated high school. My brothers offered me a room, and I said, "Here I come."
Yeah. I'm heading that way.
Yeah. So that's just how it
went. That's funny. Yeah, that's that sweet summer air, man. I'll tell you, just took me right back. It was wild, like how, like vivid, just a smell can, bring back a memory. How vivid that memory can be. You're like, oh my god. I'm like, oh, I'm in my bedroom. I'm playing with like little plastic army guys right now.
That's awesome.
It's crazy. But yeah, so it was just like a total difference from what our house has been this whole time, and just was like, wow.
It was nice though.
It was a nice change up. Definitely a nice change up.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But after, having so many pretty hot days, it's nice to go to fall. And I love fall. Fall is such a beautiful
and it brings up your favorite holiday. I mean, that's
oh yeah,
So I mean, that's a huge thing as well.
Yeah, Halloween, man. That's that's the best.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So I like fall, but I am more of a. I think I would not that I dislike fall because I like the cool summer nights and the bonfires and so I like those types of things. Those are all good and dandy. But I just hate it seems very just negative. It's just a sad time. The leaves are falling off. Yeah, the leaves are falling off. It's getting colder. Winter's coming, There's a lot of things. I know. There's a lot of things that I'm like, man, I just don't like it.
There's things that I really enjoy about winter too, though. I just don't know if I could live somewhere that doesn't have all four seasons. I'm so used to them. It's like you expect them, but fall. Yeah. Fall gives you those nights where you just want to be in a hoodie and jeans or have a fire and not die right next to it because it's still 95 degrees outside, and you can do yard work. You have to do yard work because of all the leaves and everything. But yeah, I don't know. I've always loved fall time just because it's like the most comfy season.
Yeah, that's true. You are right about that. I'll give you that. Give you that.
Plus, I do love Halloween, so horror movies and decorating and costumes and all that fun stuff. It seems to happen earlier and earlier every year.
Yeah, that's true. Now with the little one too.
Yeah. Well, I think they announced. Maybe even a week ago or two, the pumpkin spice was already coming out. I was like,
oh yeah. Somebody came to work and they're like, oh yeah, I got my first pumpkin spice coffee. I'm like, it's already? I don't that just that makes me sad.
Yeah, it's not time.
Huh.
You gotta You got to give this a little bit more time, you know.
Absolutely, it's not even the end of September. You know, I can understand if it was like, end of September-ish, getting ready to go into October, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get that a little bit more, but I mean, it is. If that was before, that's August, but that they were buying pumpkin spice stuff.
Yeah, that's
That's ridiculous.
Yep. So I'm not
No.
like that. I mean, I like pumpkin spice, but I'm not just like, give it to me now.
Well, yeah, no.
John Oliver's got a pretty funny skit about. Yep. Cross that one off of the bingo sheet. They always bring something funny up about the pumpkin spice lattes or whatever, and
Oh yeah, okay.
they add this voice to it that gets so intense. It's like, give it to us now. You know, it's just like it's insanely funny. But yeah, I I met my wife on Halloween. My sister and I have always loved Halloween, so it's like Halloween has always remained like special somehow,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everything. So it's always been a lot of fun. So in addition to the weather, but I mean, you get haunted houses. And,
Oh yeah, for sure. I'd say there's a lot. Growing up, there was downtown in the area that I was in, and that was such a huge turnout. I mean, absolutely, downtown was packed full of people, and that was like I grew up. I couldn't wait for that. I couldn't wait till I was old enough to go to that and actually like hang out. And that so then have fun with that, and it got worked into the thing. When I was finally old enough to go up there and hang out with my cousin, I remember my cousin went up there every year. I was so pumped, So it's like I waited for it every year. I loved it. It was so fun. I still go down there actually. I still try to every year. Obviously, this year is probably gonna be a little bit different, but
yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the kind of thing. I mean, that's why I honestly just kind of wrote everything off this year to a certain degree. Like I just kind of like, you know what? I'm just
It's a real bummer, but yeah, I mean, you kind of might as
Small
well
groups.
because it's
sure.
just.
What's it gonna hurt?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
True,
so
true.
we'll be looking forward to having some fires in the backyard, and
Oh yeah.
I do love just a nice cool night and the moon's out. Just stare out
for sure.
there for a while.
That's
become a
camping
werewolf.
weather right there.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
camping weather right there.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, absolutely. So I'm telling you, that's where it's at, right? Boom.
Yep.
Oh, can't wait.
I know. Yeah. It's like you go camping and it's so hot.
Yeah.
But then you get into October and it's like, oh yeah, I could just
This is
keep
perfect.
getting warmer. There's actually a purpose for a fire other than to cook on.
Yes, absolutely.
It's nice to have a fire.
You're not melting the entire time. You can actually like sleep in your sleeping bag. You're not like I'm just like that's I hated that. Like when I would go, all of a sudden like then I'm out and I'm just I don't know, like you get in your sleeping bag for a reason. I wake up in the morning, I'm either A, drenched in sweat because I couldn't get out because I'm zipped in too tight, right? In the middle of the night. Or B, I'm totally out and I'm just sprawled across the entire bottom of the tent because, with nothing underneath me, now I'm sleeping on a hard ground. It just sucks. If I'm on a mattress, that's fine. But if I'm tent sleeping with a tent, on the ground, that's my padding too, I mean, I just, kind of.
We gave up the old floor thing. 2 years ago now. We do sleeping bags and cots.
Nice. Okay, so you do cots now?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't go back.
My tent's actually big enough. I think I may get a tot now. I mean a cot now too.
Yep.
I got a little bit of time before I do any camping this year. So
plus
I gotta.
Man, I just start thinking about everything: pumpkin patches, hay rides.
Well, yeah. It's
cider.
Yes.
Summer you want to stay cool, so you're swimming all the time. And unfortunately, with this year, it's been kind of hard to lock down swim time. And
Yep.
you want to do all. There's fairs going on, but obviously you want to not probably do that.
No.
So hopefully fall treats us well.
Yeah.
If not, it's an entire month that you could be watching horror movies. So
that's true. That's exactly. See, that's also another thing I was gonna say. So also with that weather too, man, it brings in the good TV too.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's one thing I do like about winter. because I do like obviously we actually both like the game and movie time and showtime.
Yeah.
It is nice to sit here on my couch when I go home from work and just watch the tube for
Dude, I
hours on end.
love when it's snow. It's like a heavy snowfall in the night, and you're just playing away. Whatever
Oh
game.
yeah,
It's just
yeah.
oh, ain't got shit to do tomorrow.
Nope.
We're
I'm fine
snowed
with
in.
this.
Like it's so
Yep.
perfect, man.
Yeah, you are right. Yeah, it does set it up because sometimes when it's like super nice outside, I'll sit here and sit there. I'm like, man, and I know it's COVID times right now too, but you know what I mean. That's another thing that's stopping me and everybody else having parties, but not parties even, just a fire.
Oh, yeah,
just
just
hang out and just
go
have a
out for
fire
or something.
Yeah. So nobody's doing that this year. So
if you stay 6 feet away from me, you're welcome over to our fire.
that's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking
about. Send me a text, man. I'll bring my stick.
You're right.
Don't you go
bring your own mallows, your
absolutely
own
yeah
chocolates,
my own fire stick.
Yeah.
Like everything. Yes, for sure. I'm in.
Bring your own firewood too, though.
Oh.
And your own fire.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, I still got to bring a ring, a fire. You got to bring everything.
Yeah, I don't want to be
use my yard.
I don't want to be cleaning any of this stuff.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So yeah, but it made me sad when I got that summer nostalgia with the
memories and stuff.
Yeah, sure. And then I'm like, oh wow, that was like August 30th or something. Well, a little late to be hitting summer vibes right now,
Yep, yeah, that is very true. It was hard this year, though, man.
Yeah.
So that's all it is. It's just hard.
I mean, we wound up getting like our backyard under pretty decent control, and we cooked out a decent amount. My propane tank finally went out.
Oh man. Yeah. All right.
It has been a minute, but that sucker finally went out. I was pretty excited, so I swapped the other one because I pulled one early to put a full one in, and then that way I was like, oh, at least I'll have a little left in this one if I need to, and it came in handy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I had to cook salmon. We had a delicious meal. Jessica made homemade chips out of pita bread. And
it's the best part of the meal.
Okay, no. You haven't even heard it yet. And she warmed up black beans, and then I cooked on the grill salmon and pineapple. And then we cut everything up and made nachos out of it. And I'm not even kidding you, dude. Our house smelled like a restaurant. You're eating this thing and you're just like, it might be my favorite meal we've ever made. It was so wonderful.
I'm sorry. That's why I said that was the best part. I hate fish. I hate fish.
It just doesn't even make any sense. I feel like if you let me grill you up some salmon, you'd like it.
I mean, maybe. I'm not. See, but see, everybody says that, and I've tried. Like my dad said the same thing. Oh, you'll love it. Okay, Dad. And he cooked it up for me, and I did not like it.
I will blindfold you, and I will put many things in front of you. I mean, I'm not talking bull testicles or anything. This isn't X Factor.
I was gonna say, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm not playing X Factor.
They're all going to be edible, delicious things, but you'll have to point out which one you think is fish.
Oh, I'll tell you right away.
Nope.
It's got a flaky, tender feeling to it. I'm telling you. I'll tell that. Okay.
Nope.
Right, I'm down to try it. You can even give me two or three things in front of me.
I'll give you 5.
That's fine.
One of them is going to be a spoonful of cinnamon if you don't.
We've already seen how that happened. That did not go very well.
I have turned many people anti-fish to fish because of salmon.
Okay.
Fish is my church, and I will pass my religion on. I love fish, man. And then I didn't really have much sushi before I met Jessica, but when we started doing like sushi dates, and man, my mind was blown about how good things taste, and these combinations that they'd come up with, and ever since then, I was like, I will do my best not to turn anything down and at least try it,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I did that though. I mean, you have to give me a little bit of credit. I mean, not liking any type of seafood.
What, you ate shrimp?
No, when we went down to
North Carolina.
yeah, North Carolina. No,
Yeah.
I had what are the white things in like in some pasta and stuff. The
Oh,
they start
the
with an S.
scallops?
Scallops. Okay, so I had scallops, shrimp. I had a piece of fish. What's that? Not I guess that fried stuff, calamari.
Calamari. I think that's
Yeah.
octopus.
Yeah, so I had that. I had that.
Yeah, octopus.
If fried. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3.
All right, that's cool. I am impressed. I just don't know how
Thank
you
you.
continue to say fish. I
Well, I know,
love.
but see, I like the weirdest part is I actually love tuna fish. Isn't that
Dude,
weird?
I love tuna fish.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about. Like I can sit here. I mean, just the other day, I made a tuna. I made it like a tuna fish helper, my own style, but I made a tuna fish helper, and I probably ate too much of it 2 or 3 days in a row, actually, because it was so good. I mean, I ate it and ate it and ate it and ate it, and it was just so good, man. It was fantastic. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
but you put a piece of fish in front of me.
That's so weird. I'm a big fan of tuna.
Gotcha. And then another thing,
every time I go to Subway, it's pretty much tuna
fish for sure. You're actually the first person that I've ever went to the Subway with ever in my life that actually ordered the tuna fish from there. I'm not kidding. It was so funny, and it was like, did he really do that? And then, but you get it, and I mean, obviously you ordered every time. I mean, you know what I mean.
I don't wait. You said double tuna fish?
No. Just you got tuna fish. No,
Oh,
I've never seen anybody else order tuna fish ever.
My order, which I'm gonna tell you exactly what I get, because it's phenomenal every time. Well, not every time, because not every Subway is the same, and their sandwich making skills are not up to par. But there's the one closest to you actually. That used to be the best one.
It still is. Just
Nice, that's awesome. Right. So I get what is that? What is that? What are the breads? One of the breads.
Oh, you got Italian urban cheese.
That's it. I get Italian urban
okay.
cheese, tuna, and pepper jack cheese toasted, and then I get lettuce, tomato, onion, and green pepper. We put sweet onion sauce on that. We put ranch on that. We put Chipotle Southwest on that, and it's slamming. And don't let them jip you on the.
That sounds like a lot of grossness to me. I'm sorry.
I'm a sauce guy. I love sauce.
What? Me too. Me too. But sweet onion and Chipotle
oh,
ranch,
dude, it's wonderful.
That's two like exploding things. I mean, that just does not sound good to me.
I mean, your taste buds are just dull.
Listen,
that's fine.
I said it doesn't sound good.
Oh, dude, it's wonderful.
But if I tried it, I may like it.
It's
I'm not
wonderful.
saying that. All right, I mean, I'll give it a shot. So
yeah. So something exciting?
Okay.
Oh, what?
Well, no. Well, you said you have something exciting? 'Cause mine's not all that exciting. I mean, you may find it exciting, but
well, I have something exciting. So go ahead and give us something that's not exciting, and then I'll give us something exciting.
I mean, you may be excited about it. Okay, but I did watch Justice League. I watched the first 2 episodes of Justice League.
First 2 episodes of Justice League. I don't understand. That's a movie.
I mean, wow, I keep doing that.
Watchmen.
Watchmen. I keep mixing them up. Oh, it's so annoying. But anyways, so I watched the first 2 episodes of Watchmen, and I'm not gonna lie to you. It actually kind of threw me for a loop a couple times. It was good. Like the first episode, like at first I was really confused. Not confused. I don't want to say it like that, but I was like really like I had to make sure I felt right about it, I guess I could say. You know what I mean? Like a little bit like I just
Did you ever watch the movie?
What? No. So no.
And you never read the graphic novel either, so okay.
No. So I was never a Watchmen fan. That's the thing. So I never not that I didn't
Right, you just didn't
never
watch
gave
it
a chance.
Read it, right.
Exactly. So this whole thing, so like that's why the very beginning of it I was totally like turned back by it, and I'm still confused to be honest with you. I mean about the very beginning of the thing. I don't want to tell you.
To be honest, I I think I would not know a whole lot of what was going on if I never watched the movie or if I never read the
Yeah.
graphic novel. I would probably watch it first.
The movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would. I think it would like solve all of your questions.
Maybe it would, because my one thing to you, like what I wanted to like ask you, is this like the beginning of everything? Is that what this is?
No, this is
the movie's not.
No, the show takes place in like present, if not future, our time, like right now.
Oh,
The
gotcha. Okay.
the graphic novel takes place in like two time periods, really. The Minutemen, which was like the 1920s and 30s, I believe,
Yeah.
into like the 40s, and then in the 80s, Watchmen came back out in the 80s, which was like a whole, like, say that there's like the Avengers, and then there's, once that team's replaced, there's the new Avengers. It's basically that.
Yeah.
And so those had the I ultimately say read the graphic novel. It's outstanding. It's really, really well done. The other thing I will say is, if you do watch the movie, watch the entire Ultimate Cut, because they have an animated comic book sequence in the movie. When you watch the theatrical in the theater, it wasn't in there. And it was like an added bonus, but in this Ultimate Cut, they actually weave it into the story, and it's perfect because in the graphic novel, they take breaks, because in the movie there's a kid reading this comic book called The Black Freighter, and they actually you actually read the comic in the graphic novel, so it's cool. In the movie, you are actually shown the comic in the movie, so it was really cool. So I would recommend. I have the Ultimate Cut. So just make sure when you do watch it, let me know, and I'll make sure you're watching the right version.
Okay, cool.
I feel like that would solve. I mean, Hooded Justice is in there, which I'm sure you're like, who the hell is Hooded Justice?
Well, exactly. That's where I'm like, what is going on? In the very beginning scene, you see another man, which I thought that was like the new version of Hooded Justice. Okay, which I'm still thinking it is.
Well, there's a TV show that's like reenacting stuff.
Wait, what?
In Watchmen, the TV show, they have a TV show playing. Do you get what I'm saying? Like in Watchmen, somebody's watching on the TV a special about the Watchmen.
I haven't got that far yet.
Oh, okay. So I'm like wondering then how did you see? It doesn't matter. I would say watching the movie would definitely.
Okay. All right. I would say, because I'm only 2 episodes into the first season, so like I don't know when.
So much happens, so I'm not exactly sure what happens in that.
Well, I know, that's why. Yeah. So we'll talk about it when we get to the end of the first season.
Yeah.
Because how many seasons are there?
Oh, there's only one.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I didn't look. I had. It was stupid. Somehow my subscription really did go out. So I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Oh, well, that stinks.
But it's been I know it's been that long since I've had it. So I'm like, I just want to reactivate.
Oh,
it.
right.
So I mean, I expect it to still be going. So
I'll tell you what, man. Yes, definitely watch the movie, because I feel along the whole way it'll make sense.
Okay, yeah, I will definitely, because that's an easier way to do it. Yeah. Me sitting here watching hour-long episodes of stuff that I have not a clue over. I'm like, okay,
it's a long movie. I'll tell you that.
No. Oh, is it really?
Yeah, well, with the comic book woven in and everything.
Yeah.
And the guy in the Black Freighter, he's voiced by Gerard Butler, and he has such a good voice, man.
Yeah. All right.
It's so well done. That's Zack Snyder. So it's funny that you say Justice League, because his version is going to be coming out here shortly.
Yeah.
But he actually directed the movie Watchmen.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yes, I didn't know that. I don't know. I always get those two mixed up. I think I'm like excited for Justice League. I don't know why. I mean, I do it every time too, and I know which one I'm talking about. I say Justice League to you, and then I just feel like an idiot.
I mean, I know what you went, but I was like, excuse me, 2 episodes of Justice League. Is this the animated series? I have not
Yeah,
watched that.
this is a cartoon, bro. You should get your stuff together.
So we're recording on the 3rd. So not actually on Memorial Day, but we know Memorial Day is coming up. The reason why I want to preface that is because I went and saw Tenet. And
nice.
it was such a phenomenally well done movie and well acted, and I'm not even gonna get into it because it's a lot, and I cannot wait to just think about the movie later. But
Okay.
it just got me. The reason why I'm bringing it up is because it got me so much more. Like, I was already excited about Robert Pattinson being Batman, but his acting just proves time and time again that, like, dude's great at his craft, man. He's great, and it just made me more excited to see him as Batman, because I'm like, oh man, here he is in a Christopher Nolan movie. Hey, you better be at the top of your game in a Christopher Nolan movie. You know what I mean?
No,
you do not want to be the one that's like, hey, everybody's great, but this guy, you know? Like,
oh yeah, for sure. No.
I really think at this day, like, everybody, if you're an actor, like, that's got to be your goal, is to work on one of his movies. And this is this is my resume to you, Christopher Nolan, if you're listening. I once went to a PA training for the Greater Cleveland Film Assistants. I also have done 48-hour film projects. I'm available. So if you're looking for somebody to help or get somebody that can help you, I'm your guy.
Yep.
Moving on. Justice League,
like
Watchmen, always stuff always makes me think of Batman. Then we get Robert Pattinson. Okay. I watched Tenet. Mind blown. Excited about Pattinson. Just had to connect those dots, and I felt like I did all right. I didn't want to be like, okay, where's this guy going?
No, you're good. You're good. So speaking of Labor Day, not Memorial Day.
Oh yeah, yeah. Good correction.
That weekend is coming.
Labor Day.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. So you get an extended weekend. I'm on vacation the week that we're actually recording this, so I'm pretty pumped about that. But I mean, you have any big plans, or I mean, you guys just? I mean, I know with the whole COVID thing.
For Memorial Day? Oh man.
Yeah, bro. That's a long time away. Yeah.
Labor Day, Monday. Yeah. I don't think so. I don't think so.
No. Me neither.
You don't have anything else either.
The only thing I have, maybe maybe. So the only thing I really don't have, only thing I got quote unquote invited to was my dad's out there at his campground, but it's going to be super short and done early because he has to go home. He has to go to work the next day.
Oh.
So he doesn't. So he only stay out there. He wants to get home, get all the stuff done at the house, and then he can relax. You know what I mean? He's going to go back to work. He's actually on vacation this week too. So
that's funny.
So I really don't know if I'm going to waste my time. That's my whole point to that. You know what I mean? It's like a far drive for something that I'm like going to hang out for an hour. You know, like, is it really worth it? Pay money to get in for an hour? It's like, So honestly, I think my plans are going to be nothing. So.
Dad, if you're listening, he's sorry. No, he's not.
No, I'm not sorry.
He's not.
It's okay. He's the one that told me it, so it's fine.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything planned.
Yeah, so
kind of hope not.
Yeah,
it's like the last little holiday before we get into holiday season.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Which I'm imagining will have some great talks about horror movies and what fun they are. And how 98% of them are not scary, rather they are pretty funny, but still you enjoy them.
Yes, 100%.
But yeah, I think some top 10s would be worthy of.
Absolutely. I mean, I think it should be October Scary Movie Month.
October Scary Movie Month.
You know, we'll get some ideas going.
Beautiful.
Movies we're gonna watch. I like it.
You know, it kind of makes me think we could create a cool hashtag for that. We already have a really cool hashtag, Embrace the Nothing, right?
Embrace the nothing.
And just wanted to shout out that, hey, this week we hit over 500 followers on our Twitter.
Whoop, whoop.
So thank you to
awesome.
everybody
Yes,
who's
thank you.
listening and chipping in and helping us have fun here. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah. We definitely do. Yeah, much obliged.
Yeah, we met some fun people on there, and I've had some good conversation, and it was funny because it was, you start knowing kind of like what movies somebody is gonna like and what they're not gonna like based on what kind of conversation you had about something.
For sure. Yeah.
So it was just funny because I was talking to somebody about Christopher Nolan films. This is before I've seen the masterpiece Tenet, but which, have you seen it yet? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
That's gonna be on. That's gonna be on your bingo though.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, it's already on there.
Yeah, it's already on there.
Did you not hear me say bingo like 5 minutes in? I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But it was just funny because I do believe the person I was talking to is from the UK. They actually opened their theaters earlier than us, so they watched it, I do believe, last week. And I was jealous. I was like, I don't want to know anything.
Can't wait.
And
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
I don't want to watch trailers. I don't want to read anything. I don't want to know what you thought of it. I want to go in being like, I vaguely
this is fresh to me.
think I know what's going on.
For sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's funny. So that's why I'm glad with City of God. I'm just saying because I did not watch anything.
Yeah,
I went in totally blind to that movie because I think that's what a really good. I mean, you actually feel like you know the whole movie. I mean,
yeah.
Sometimes in really complex movies, there's certain aspects you're like, okay, I have no idea. When you watch a little bit of the preview, you understand a little bit what's going on, right?
Right, so and it makes sense to
like
watch.
Yeah,
or ones where like they're senseless action movies. Like it's like I don't really care,
No, 100%.
Yeah, certain. I agree. Certain movies, it's just fun not to watch anything for it and just
go at it.
Dive right in.
Yep, for sure. Let's see what happens. So, but since you said you saw that movie today, I mean, how were the theaters?
It was crazy. You can reserve your seats now online because of everything, and you can see they have a whole new gray square for COVID safe seating. So we picked. We went we went to the website this morning and we picked our seats dead center, and nobody had tickets yet. And I'm like, wow, I'm a little shocked, but there were so many different other times, and then I'm thinking our time was during the work day too, so it's like even better.
Yeah, for sure.
But we pulled into the parking lot, and mind you, I mean, theaters have just started opening, so that parking lot was so dead. It was crazy.
No.
And
that's wild.
I had checked before we went to the theater to see if anybody had picked up tickets at all yet, and nope. So when we went in there, I was surprised. There were two other people in the theater with us.
Okay,
that saw the movie, and it's just like, I feel so bad.
I know, it's great for movie watching for you.
It was. Nobody was talking. Nobody was kicking chairs. Nobody was doing any of that annoying stuff. You were just captivated.
There to watch a movie. Absolutely. Yeah, so that's fantastic for you, but terrible for the movie theater themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
it's rough. Especially for an opening weekend or opening week for a blockbuster movie. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. No.
I appreciate that he said, let's wait and put it in theater. I mean, it's a movie truly worthy of seeing on the big screen.
Okay.
It is ambitious, and it is, wow. Like I said, I cannot wait to just go think about it tonight. I'm just going to lay in bed. Jessica, you want to turn on? She's going to be like, do you want to turn on the TV? Like, I can't.
Yeah.
My brain's occupied. Yeah. I might not even respond. I don't know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But great chemistry and great fun between Elizabeth Debicki. I think that's how you say her name. Robert Pattinson and John David Washington. And I've never seen anything with John David Washington before, and he was fantastic. He was a pleasure to watch. So that was a lot of fun. So yeah, I can't wait till the rest of the world has caught up and watched it, and
I'll do my best to go see it too. I mean, I want to see it just as bad, but
yeah, let me know when you go. You know what? I'm not kidding you. There's so much stuff I'm
really?
sure I missed.
Gotcha. I mean,
guaranteed.
All right.
I probably watched like 1% of the movie. I'm just kidding.
You've probably only seen 1% of it.
Yeah.
So you have to watch 100 times to get all 100.
Yeah, I have to watch 100 more times. Yeah.
Whoa.
Now Inception. I wonder if Tenet will beat my record. Inception. I think I watched 3 or 4 times in theaters.
Wow.
Yep.
All right.
I was really sad to see Regal right now is showing classics and Interstellar, which I love Interstellar.
Yeah.
Got some
yep.
dots and dashes on my arm, but I saw that some Regals were showing Interstellar. Not mine. Not any close to here. Man, I would love to see that one in theaters. Takes me back before COVID.
Yeah.
Before the shutdown, I was supposed to go see Braveheart in theaters. I was so mad when that got canceled. I'll tell you, that one, I actually forgot about it, but now that I remember it, I'm back to being pissed off.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. I never was unmad. I just forgot.
I never stopped being pissed, just forgot about it, And now I'm back to being pissed. Hey, you better put that in theaters, and you better tell me first.
True. Yeah, you better be on the top of their contact list.
Yeah. I'm on the mailing list for Braveheart. Don't contact me unless it's in theaters, all right?
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
So I thought some other cool news that we could kind of talk about. So Corey and I have written 2 scripts now.
Yes.
And one was a horror flick, and the next one was like a spy thriller action movie. And we had entered a competition for the screenwriting lab, I believe it's called.
Yep.
The screenwriters lab, and we entered that in, and we actually this was our sophomore script, our second script, and we made semi-finalists.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Hell, that's so sweet. That's that's cool. I mean, just getting to that point of it's phenomenal.
Yeah, it was really cool to get feedback and to hear, that certain aspects of our script were pretty top notch and where we need work and all that. And
well, yeah. So that's the cool part about entering those, because you get that feedback. Like you said, I mean, it's phenomenal. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I really thought it was so cool to get an email. Hey, you qualified for semifinalists, and we made semifinalists, and just it's they're picking finalists now, and we didn't make it that far, but I said we made it far enough.
Yeah, I'm totally satisfied with that.
We're good enough.
Yes, yeah, we are good enough. Of course, you always want to win. I'm not saying that by any means, but I am so cool with the point where we made it, though. I'm fine with that.
I'm blown away.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it really honestly exceeded my expectations. If you want to go that route with it, exceeded expectations to the This is our first one that we actually like truly put out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it really is.
But so it's like, that's not like we haven't done. You know what I mean? We're not seasoned veterans by any means. We haven't. And how many
literally our second script.
Yeah. So it's just.
Yeah. But the title was Faraday, The Notice.
The Notice.
And man, that I just thought that was so much fun to get an email. And it was out of the blue because remember we entered that thing a little while ago, and I know I forgot that we even entered it.
It's funny because I think you sent me the email about entering that competition, and then when you sent it to me, when I even read the dates, I'm like, whoa, that's far. You know what I mean? This is not going to be close. And then the whole COVID thing happened, which kind of it ruined that what we were doing anyways.
Yep.
So you know what I mean? So it just became this thing that was kind of a sticky situation, to say the least. So that's where we were at. So
yeah, and then to get an email like that. Hey, your script has moved on. Like, oh,
Yeah.
what script?
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
our script.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell me more.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was so cool, man. So
yeah, that's phenomenal.
yeah.
Cool.
Just gonna change topics up again.
And do it up, man.
Earlier we were talking about nostalgia.
Yeah.
Good old summertime nostalgia, and sometimes when you look at certain products, it brings back memories and stuff. And you walk down the aisle of the kids' toys, and you get to the board game aisle. You ever just been hit with nostalgia there? You guys ever play a lot of board games?
Oh yeah, growing up that was like my family's thing. I would say my one aunt had multiple kids, so like she has I think 3, and then 2 more lived a couple doors down. So when we all got together, man, it was like, I mean, it was board nights all night long, and I couldn't wait for it. I love those. I mean, it's so fun. So what I played a lot as a kid was Yahtzee, and finding the pads for Yahtzee was absolutely ridiculous. I could not find them anywhere. It made me so mad, and they were expensive. Truly expensive pieces.
Yeah, it's like a shame. I mean, I guess now you could just go online, find one, and print them, but still you're using printer paper, and that's not cheap
for
either.
sure. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, I mean, don't be wrong. I mean, it's a cheaper option, but at the same time, you have to have a high tech printer to get like 4 score sheets on one, and you know what I mean.
Yeah,
it's more. It's a process. You know what I mean. And it's not. There's a lot of work that goes involved in that. So
yeah, I thought that it actually was. They sell them now that they're really not all that expensive.
No,
we bought them.
Exactly. Yeah,
but yeah, back then, I mean, that's all you
was
did
a goal,
was play
I swear.
board games. Board games were huge. You might as well make a profit off of it.
Absolutely, 100%. And then you didn't sell them like you can go to any sort of store right now and actually just go pick them up.
Oh yeah, like Walgreens and Walmart and all sorts of wall places,
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and then also the internet. I can go to the old Zon and Amazon and
the old Amazon.
Yep, and we can get all kinds of stuff that way. It's just super easy. So
yeah. It kind of just changes the game a bit. You could just get that. You could just be like, well, I'm on my way. I'll go pick up a few pads, and we can play till the sun comes up.
Absolutely. The nice part is you don't even need like the whole setup anymore. I mean,
yeah, you really don't.
You need the score sheets and 5 dice, and you got yourself a Yahtzee.
You got yourself a Yahtzee.
So, yep.
You ever play Legends of Hidden Temple?
I did not actually.
Okay.
I never did play that game. I've heard of it though.
I was gonna say, do you remember the show at all on Nickelodeon?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we had the board game, and man, that was a lot of fun. You had a guy, and you had to cross the bridge, and once you got across the bridge, you got a jewel, and had to cross the bridge, but to get back. But there was like a motorized part to the bridge that when it went, and your piece fell, then you'd have to start over. If your piece, if you hung on, you got to keep going. So that was fun. You had to just keep collecting jewels,
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Run the jewels.
Yes.
It's like
I remember the show, but
yeah, the show was so much Legends of Hidden Temple. Fake stone falling down and everything. That was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
Made playing the game, you're like, oh, I'm on the show. I'll tell you one game that comes to my memory that I'll tell you people fought over getting to be a specific character was this X-Men board game. I don't remember what the board game was called, but I know it was an X-Men board game, and everybody wanted to be Wolverine. I mean, there was nobody who wasn't like, all right, who do you want to be? Wolverine. I mean, guys, we're going to have to roll for this because everybody wants to be Wolverine.
No.
Cyclops is cool and all. Storm, she's cool and all. But I want to be Wolverine.
No.
And I agree.
I'm shocked. No. That's like one of your shirts that I think that you wear on a regular basis is your Wolverine shirt. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I've got, Batman and Wolverine. You know, those are my two mentally unstable favorites. You know,
Yeah, that's funny.
You got one who kills relentlessly, and then you got one who's against killing. That's his one rule. Did you know that?
Yeah, they put him to sleep.
Oh yeah,
They put him to sleep. I get, we established this.
the Pete Holmes, him being the Batman. He's like, oh, you just go to sleep. You just shot that guy. Well, he's just sleeping.
He's just sleeping. Yeah.
No, man.
No, yeah, you. No.
Speaking of the shorts, we can get back to board games if we want, but Kevin James during this COVID and shutdown and quarantine and all sorts of different ways we could describe it, he's actually been working with a team of writers, directors, visual artists, and they're all brothers, and he's been working with them and making a ton of short films. And
oh, really?
They're like really well done too, and some of them are. He plays a sound guy on a movie set, and one of them is the Inception set, movie set, and he's just a sound guy. You know, obviously they green screened him in and everything, and
yeah.
And you think he's gonna reach for the top spinning because it's at the end of the movie and the top spinning. And you don't know if we're in reality or not, and the movie ends before it drops, and you're like, ah. Well, while it's spinning, and it's funny because it's spinning the entire time, and he reaches in, you think he's going to reach for that, but no. There's actually bananas on the table in the movie, so he, of course, pulls a banana back, and he's eating that, and it's just simple stuff. Like, Kevin James is obviously a funny guy, but it was just
yes, absolutely. No.
Little funny stuff that's just like, oh, he's going to go for the top? Nope. No, he's going to go for the banana. But he's got a couple of short film ones that are really funny. Oh, he's a sound guy on I Am Legend. And Will Smith is yelling at him like, "Are you real? Are you real?" When he in the movie he's yelling at a mannequin, but they put Kevin James there instead as the sound guy, and it just works. It's perfect. So I strongly suggest that you, if you're on YouTube, make your way over to Kevin James. He's got some really funny stuff to offer.
Is it on that new app, that QB app? Is that what they're doing him on?
No. This is his thing with YouTube.
Just a short. Yeah. Film. Okay. Perfect. Okay. I just didn't know because I've seen a couple clips of like small clips and small movies that are like about other big name actors that are doing it. And I'm like,
it's in a lot of like Reno 911, but.
Yeah, well, like, so I just saw one with Adam Devine the other day. So him and Durs, he even calls him that in the thing, So like him and Durs are out there, and then he and it's just funny. So I'm like, what? And then there was an ad for that app, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? It's just weird.
I have yet to check that thing out, so I
Me
don't.
Too, yeah.
I don't really know. Is there a cost to it?
That I have no idea. I've never downloaded it. I was just asking if that was just something because usually, you know what I mean. Because it's just funny. I happen to see something totally different, from some, and then you said that, so it's kind of like the same exact thing, in two different places. That's all.
Yeah, Quibi or something. Yeah, it's a.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I think it's QUIBI or something. I don't know. So
don't really know what it is, but I know that I guess there's a ton of content on there because I see. All these people are like, oh, check this little thing out on Quibi. And it's like every single actor that you could possibly think of,
Yeah.
But yeah, back to some board games. We were talking about Legends of the Hidden Temple, but also the Game of Life. That was a lot of fun to play. Yeah. I enjoyed that one a lot.
I played a lot of I played that one, and then I forgot about one too, Operation. But go ahead.
Oh, Operation, yeah.
I played Operation a lot.
That's funny.
Yeah, I played Operation. Yeah,
it's funny you didn't become a surgeon.
No, I sucked at it. That's why.
Yeah, right. I love this game. Like that's not how you play it.
Nope. I think the reason I loved it so much is because I sucked at it and I wanted to get better.
Yeah, there you go.
But I didn't.
We in this household, now it'll be different when Clementine is ready to play, but we in this household, we don't play Monopoly simply because Jessica. I refuse to play, and I'm pretty sure all of our friends refuse to play Monopoly with Jessica.
Yes, I'm in.
Yeah.
Jessica,
yeah.
Don't ask me that question.
Yeah. Don't ask to play Monopoly because
nope.
She'll win, and it's annoying.
Yeah, you could be in the lead. She has one of every property. Somehow she ends up with two full ones and taking your money.
Well,
You're
it's
like,
crazy
what
too because
happened
it's
here?
just like
I mean,
by luck you always land on her stuff, and then
yeah.
she
Oh, exactly.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah. So we don't.
And then you have to give her the properties, and this is not fair.
I have World of Warcraft Monopoly, and I can't even play it, man.
That's sad. We'll get together. And
Yeah,
we'll team
we'll
up,
get
all right?
together
Yeah,
and
we'll
play
figure this
that
out.
one.
Yeah.
We I once gave our friend Meredith a game called the Worst Case Scenario game. Actually, I think Jessica and I both gave it. I think it was a Christmas gift one year. It's called the Worst Case Scenario game, and the first couple of times we played it, we were like, "This game is awful." Kept getting the questions wrong, and it was funny. Several years later, I like, a thought just pops back in your head, and I was like, I know how to play the game now. And ever since, anytime we've ever tried to play a board game, I've brought that one up, but nobody ever wants to play that game.
Well, it's funny because they hated it. Right?
Yeah, yeah, it's awful. Yeah. I was like, I think they might have actually gotten rid of it. Like it might not be in the household anymore.
That's true.
But I feel like that one we didn't get to play a whole lot of.
I don't even remember it. I mean, I don't remember.
And I believe that was pre-Corey times.
Ooh.
And we're talking some years ago.
That's some time ago.
We played that one game, Drinkopoly? No. It was something drink-wise. We played that one a couple times, and man, that one will get you drunk.
Yeah, what was it? I'm literally... It was one where it was like a drink game. It was like
I think it's called Drinkopoly. And you had your pieces, and sometimes you had to shotgun beers or play mini games, and
like beer pong, or water pong,
Or everybody kept having to pour their own drinks, and not everybody's drinking the same thing, and into a cup, and somebody has to drink that.
That should almost be a rule next time. I don't know. I guess that makes it better, though. I guess that makes them all up. Well, just everybody has like
the same drink. Yeah, no way. Then it's not feared, you have to strike fear. Otherwise, they're like, well, the point of the game is to get drunk. I'll just lose and.
Absolutely. See, I sure it's not called like strikeout or something like that, or I don't know. I really don't remember.
No, it had something to deal with the drink. It's Drinkopoly. Okay. That one's a lot of fun. Obviously, not a nostalgia.
Well, yeah,
not
for sure.
around when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But I would say that the worst board game that we ever played was Mousetrap, just because of the amount of pieces.
Yeah, it was. Yes, that your arms are right. You played it one time.
Yeah, and then I was like, you got fun, but
for sure, no.
I'll just use these pieces with other things because there's so many of them. They couldn't quite possibly belong to one board game.
Yes, give me my Legos. Or my Lego. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Politically correct. Give me my Lego, and I will go down there and I will put 1 million of those together, and then the rat is the king of my tower. Just saying.
Speaking of Lego, we are very fortunate people to have had Lincoln Logs.
Oh yeah.
And I saved those from our house, so we're gonna start cleaning out one of our closets that they're obviously at the bottom of a pile of stuff. So we gotta get through that so we can hook Clemmy up.
Yeah.
Clem needs to do some building.
Absolutely, definitely. But speaking of nostalgia, today me and a buddy were driving around, and we were in the area of where I grew up, the town I grew up in. So we drove down through the area and saw where I lived, and it brought up it's insane, like the memories. You talk about memories. I mean, seeing that one house, and I didn't grow up there forever by any means. I mean, but majority of my childhood was at this location. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So there was 3 big ones, and this was the middle big one, and it was. So just seeing that, and then we even went around because it's like a cul-de-sac, and then went around, or we built jumps. We were BMX was huge then.
Okay.
So we were all BMX kids, right? So then we built we call it the rad and everything. There was two big jumps back here, and you can't see because it's in the woods. But if you follow this one trail in, then you're hitting a whole entire actual track of jumps, and I mean all kinds of fun stuff back there. So like it was sweet, That was like the thing to do. So seeing that, I'm like, wow, so many. I mean it's crazy. I went through a bit of that myself today.
Yeah. The nostalgia will hit you. I'll just
Yeah. Well, it's insane. Yeah, it's crazy.
and then you're just like, oh wow, what do I do with this information?
Well, yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
tell my buddy that's just driving around, like that information about it. So
Move on, I guess.
yeah.
It's like you hope to bring those things to your kids or
Well,
your
yeah,
friends' kids
absolutely.
and
No.
all that fun stuff. Be like, oh, I used to do this, so now you're going to.
Yeah.
That whole game. My parents did something. I'm sure we did.
Yeah.
Just for nostalgia. Just because like they wanted it. But yeah.
True.
We used to play a game that actually was on VHS. So I remember in Community when Abed and Annie are fighting over who's going to be the roommate, either Abed's girlfriend or Annie's brother.
Oh, yeah,
and they're playing that
yeah.
VHS game.
Yeah.
We actually played VHS games, and they were crazy. I don't know how old I was at the time, but they were creepy as hell, man. One was called
Really?
Nightmare. Another one was called like I can't even remember, but Nightmare was all about like having to move around this board and do. I couldn't even tell you exactly what you did in this game, but I could tell you after certain amounts of time, this guy would pop up on your TV called the Gatekeeper or the Crypt Keeper, and that every time that he would pop back up, he would look a little older and a little older and a little more decrepit, and it was creepy. It was a pretty cool game. I wish I remembered what you did in the game, but apparently the only thing that stuck with me was that Crypt Keeper, man. He scared me.
Yeah, freaking out. So you're saying you still have nightmares over this?
No, he doesn't invade my dreams. No way. Actually, I only have Leonardo DiCaprio in my dreams just because every night he's over here inceptioning me,
No, yeah, I get
He
it.
comes over, he's got his briefcase, and he's like, Kevin. I'm like, I know, let me get to bed.
I get it. That's why you don't hang out anymore.
Yeah.
You have a bedtime.
Sometimes I'll be at work, and he's like, Kevin. I'm like, dude, like, I guess I could take a lunch. I'll take a nap. Whatever, it's fine.
That's funny.
So nostalgia wins this evening on our podcast. Yes. And anything else that you could bring up with nostalgia?
I mean, not anything in particular. No.
I was gonna try to bring it around, but I can't. Like I said in Watchmen, there's so much stuff that happens, so I didn't know if you caught anything. But you'll see it in the movies. It's in the comics too.
Okay.
It's like a company name or something that in the movie, in the comic or the graphic novel, it's called one thing. It's called nostalgia, and then in the TV show, it's called that, but it's a different product.
Gotcha.
So
okay. Right.
I'm not going to ruin anything of the show, but nostalgia. Yeah, that's Adrian Veidt. You'll get there. I can't wait. Okay. Watchmen is definitely one of my favorite superhero movies. I mean, you can't even call it really superhero movies because Dr. Manhattan's really the only one with superhero abilities. But it was, I thought, phenomenally well done. It stayed true to the graphic novel pretty well all the way except for like one thing at the end. And one of my favorite characters that you'll be introduced to in the movie is Night Owl 2. And Patrick Wilson plays him, and man, he's so good. He's kind of like the Batman of what Watchmen, and
Okay.
seeing him whoop some ass is awesome.
Right.
Him and Silk Spectre too, Silk Spectre. It's awesome. Check it out. You will not be mad.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll have some free time this week. I'll see what I can come up with.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, what else you got? You got any closing comments? Anything you want to say?
I mean, no closing comments. The only thing I have to say is I did download. We talked about it last podcast. The the Fall Guys.
Oh, the Fall Guys. Yeah.
So I have played a couple rounds. I will say I've gotten really angry the first day I played it. I got about 2 rounds in. I died the first game a couple times.
Oh yeah.
So I was a little bit upset about that one. But then I played it again, one more like good session of it, and actually I did pretty well. Yeah, I made it to the final round like 3 times.
That's sweet. Yep.
You know what I mean. So like I really did pretty well, and it's funny. I've gotten louder at Fall Guys than I have with any other game I ever played because you're pushing that ball down that hill, man. You're like you're yelling at your teammates and stuff. I'm telling you, it's insane. It's so funny. I mean, it's so fun because it's actually turned into a lot of fun. Like it's actually a really fun game of just like the hangout like fun game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just sitting there. So it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun to like when you can actually hang out with people, pass around the controller.
Exactly. That's why I'm everybody should download this one. It's just fun, and the kids will love it too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And it's something that and it's just fun, stupid. It's a fun, stupid passing time game. I mean, it's addicting.
Yeah. Speaking of games, I heard you did not so well in a game of golf.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. How'd you figure that out?
Oh, I heard from a bird.
Yeah, that bird, I'm gonna punch him.
You were happy about how well you did?
I was absolutely sick to my stomach, actually.
So what game did you play? You guys play some golf.
We played some golf.
18 holes.
18 holes today. Yeah, so we played 18 holes today.
That's how hard. 18 holes is a lot of holes when you haven't played golf in a while, man.
Well, I know it was definitely it was that, but it was a beautiful day today.
Yeah,
we hit it perfect timing. You know what I mean? So like it was nice to be out on the course, and that's one I got to take positivity of that. You know what I mean? And so it was like it was nice. I can't believe I have to say that. But anyways, I did absolutely terrible. I just couldn't get a good hit on the club today, man. I don't know what my problem was. That's upsetting. So, yeah. So since that little birdie, wants to say that, just remind him what happened to Cornhole. Just saying.
Oh, okay. All right.
I just want to throw that one out there a little bit, too. A little
rivalry between you two.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And then, you know what? I'm taking golf lessons this winter. It's coming out next year. It's going to be a different game. All right?
Yeah, perfect.
2021's my year.
You're just like getting all these practice matches in the next year, man. Cleveland sports, baby. Next year.
It's on. Absolutely. Yes. So...
That's funny.
But it was fun. I mean, but all in all, though, I mean, I did. It was a great time, man. It really was, and I mean, I just had a lot of fun. I mean, it was fun all around. It was not a big. I mean, it wasn't a big turnout. We had nobody following us.
That's the best. No pressure.
For sure, yeah, and it was fun. I mean, I laughed a lot. I got angry a lot. I laughed a lot because then at a certain point, you're just playing so bad. You're like, it's almost just why.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Well.
That's funny.
I will say today was probably a record day of losing balls in like the woods and the water, and I had a very nice gentleman give me a big bucket of balls because they're just extra and he's not going to use them and that type of stuff, and he's a great golfer, so he doesn't lose balls like I do. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I just threw them in the bag. I am glad I grabbed as many balls as I did. I'll tell you that. It was a rough day. I'm like, man, that's part of the frustrating part, Mm-hmm. I mean, I hit an okay shot, and all of a sudden it would go tink, 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 right in the water. I'm like, yep. There it is. That's awesome. So, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
I have not been golfing since my bachelor party in 2015.
Yeah, that's why we got to get you out there. Yeah. You'll hit the course before the end of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to.
No, I mean, yeah, for sure. No, definitely. So,
well, all right. I think that does it, right? I think the only things left
Absolutely.
would be to, I told you to watch Tenet. I told
Yep,
you
that's all
about
right.
some John Oliver.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
think, like you already talked about Watchmen. There's only
Yep.
one left.
I was to say, yeah. I mean, I'm getting kind of upset.
All right,
Which is it?
everybody. That's all we have time for our show. But make sure you watch
Oh, that's funny.
Hamilton.
There it is. Bingo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's.
But really watch it.
That's awesome. Yeah. Okay.
And then you're going to want to listen to the soundtrack.
Yeah. I'll have it playing in the background when I play video games, cleaning the house.
Yeah, doing everything that you possibly can.
Yep.
The only thing that breaks the cycle is Dance Kevin Dance. That's the only thing that I've found. So
yes, and seriously, just so you know, you've recommended them to me, and I have been listening to them like a lot because now when I get in the car, they just automatically start playing off my phone.
Yes, they should.
So then it just does that, and the next thing you know, I don't change it. I'm like, I enjoy the song that it's playing, right? And then it goes to the next one, then it goes to the next one, then it goes to the next one. Next thing you know, now I'm where I am. You know what I mean? That's like, oh, there it is.
Like, I guess I won't listen to anything else. Thanks, Dance Kevin Dance. I appreciate it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I will eventually move on once I get past and hearing the same songs over and over again. But it's all new still.
Right.
I mean, what I mean? That's so.
I mean, I've been listening to the same songs from them for about 2 years straight.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the one that you recommended, the one that you recommended to me, the
Inspire the Liars, I do believe.
Yes, yeah. That is like one of the first songs that plays every single time, and that is by far like my favorite song just in general. I can go into detail.
I was gonna say we can save that for another podcast, to be honest, because
sure. That's good.
I've got a ton to talk about, but Dance Gave Dance, they're phenomenal. So we'll table that and give them the time that they deserve.
They need it for sure. I get that. So
that was actually our first concert together, and only. Actually, no, we've been to concerts.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we've been to concerts. That was the first Agora, Cleveland Agora.
Yes. Yep.
That was a lot of fun.
It was.
Well, all right. Thank you, everybody, for listening. If you want to give us a shout, tell us what's up, cktalkaboutnothing@gmail.com, or tweet us at CoreyKevin1.
Hashtag embrace the nothing.
That's right. Hashtag embrace the nothing, and we're going to just bring that forward.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys, for listening.
Thanks.